Hello, and welcome to to another set of battles in Go Battle League Season 13. This time around, we are going to be closing out with our final set of battles for the Go Battle Days / Go Battle Weekends that's been happening in Go Battle League. Unfortunately, I haven't really had a chance to battle too much today specifically. Admittedly, I had some things, errands and stuff like that I need to take care of all day. But we were able to get a good amount of battles in yesterday, and we were able to actually stream some Go Battle Days, Go Battle Day battles over on Twitch yesterday. To varying degrees of success. But yeah, so today, since this is the final hours of Go Battle Day, as well as the admittedly we're kind of starting late, so we're not going to do as many battles as we did last time, but we're still going to strive to do the full 5 sets before the end of today. But yeah, with that said, actually, sorry, I'm in the wrong scene. There we go. Alright, so with that, we're going to do ultimately the plan for now is to do 2 sets of battles in Great League, 2 sets of battles in Ultra League, and 1 battle in Ultra and Master League. Sorry, excuse me. Admittedly, I'm not looking forward to the battle in Master League because last time around we got absolutely destroyed, and I will admit I got salty. So I'm not expecting this time around to go much better, but hey, fingers crossed we might be able to get, at least maybe 1 or 2 wins out of the set. Maybe. Best not counter chickens, but in any event, we will start things out though on the shallower end of the CP pool. We're going to start things out with 1 quick set in a Great League and then work our way up. That being said, we'll go ahead and jump into the basic rewards, jump into Great League, and this time around we're going to be starting out with a team that we started with when we did this live yesterday. We got ourselves Azumarill hanging out up front and center with Bubble, Ice Beam, and Play Rough. Excuse me. We have Noctowl hanging out in the center, rocking Wing Attack as well as Sky Attack and Shadow Ball. And closing things out, we have the ever-reliable Steel Pancake, Galarian Stunfisk, rocking Mudshot as well as Rock Slide and Earthquake. Alright, with that, the team is all set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and jump into our first match of the night. Hopefully we still get our chance to find a good number of opponents tonight. Oh, there we go. Okay, so with that, first matchup is going to be against Hops FED. Alright, Hops, what do you got? Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a Noctowl. Alright, so with that, Sky Attack and Shadow Ball should do a decent amount of damage to us, but I think for the most part we should be able to tank out at least 1 or 2 of those. I'm assuming this next one's going to be Sky Attack. They're going to waste no time with launching the charge moves, and yep, we're able to handle that just fine. With that, we'll go ahead and respond in kind with an Ice Beam. With that, at the very least, we are able to take out their first shield, so I'll take that. Ooh, and with that, they've opted to swap in for the Medicham rocking Psycho Cut. Interesting. With that, we're going to strike back with Play Rough, get rid of their second shield there, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap on in for Noctowl. With that, I think I am going to go ahead and... Actually, I'll save my shields. I think even if it is Ice Punch, we should be okay. Yeah. Definitely took a decent chunk of damage out there, but we're still in the green, so we're hanging in. We're hanging in just fine. With that, we'll go ahead and strike back with a Sky Attack. And with that, I will go ahead and use up my first shield here just to keep my Noctowl alive as long as I possibly can. And with that, we got the Ice Punch coming in, and with that, we should be able to, yep, we are able to finish off the Medicham with our Wing Attacks. With that, the Noctowl has made a comeback. So we'll go ahead and tank out this sky attack. Gets us well into the red, but we're still kicking. We're still kicking. Ooh, and with that, they've opted to swap right on in for the Swampert. Alrighty, into which case I am going to go ahead and swap back in for my Azumarill. And with that, I'm assuming they're going for a Hail Mary Hydro Cannon. I think we can survive it, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, yeah, we're fine. Okay. Okay, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and fire off an Ice Beam their way. Get that going. Ooh, get the Swampert right in the red. And with that, we're able to finish things off with Bubble Beam, or with our Bubbles. And with that, we say goodbye to our Azumarill. RIP, buddy. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring in the Noctowl. Not Noctowl. We'll go ahead and bring in the Steel Pancake to battle Noctowl. And with that, they have decided to call it a night. And we've secured ourselves victory number 1 of this set. And of the night. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so we are off to a good start tonight. Let's see if we can go for our second win of the night as we go into our next match, which will be against All Dare MP10, I believe. Alright, with that, ooh, that Noctowl has come to party. We got a party hat Noctowl all up in here. Ooh, and with that, they've swapped out for the Chestnut, into which case I will swap out for my own Noctowl. And with that, I know for sure Frenzy Plant we should be okay. I think it might also know Superpower, which might pack a pretty nasty neutral damage if anything, but I'm gonna try and tank it just to see how well we do. I may come to regret it, but we'll find out. Okay, it's Frenzy Plant. We're able to handle that just fine. With that though, I am gonna go ahead and use up my first shield here, because in case it is Superpower, probably could hurt quite a bit. Okay, it was Frenzy Plant. We might have been able to handle, but we probably would have been well into the red there, so I don't know how much use we would have been afterwards. But in any event, the Noctowl has returned, and we'll go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack their way. Get a decent amount of damage in there. And with that, we actually do have enough for one more Sky Attack, so we'll go ahead and fire that off. Either get good damage on the Noctowl or take out their second shield. Alright, we got good damage. We got good damage. And with that, I'm going to swap right back in for my Azumarill. Let's go ahead and see if we can tank out. I'm pretty sure we should be able to, whether it's Sky Attack or Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball. Yeah, we're hanging in just fine. And with that, the final mod that they're bringing in is a Swampert. Why does this line... Oh, no, the Chestnut's different. The Chestnut's 100% different, but the Swampert and the Noctowl seem to be pretty popular tonight. I don't know what that's about. But I mean, I'm not complaining. I ain't complaining. With that, I'm going to go ahead and try and tank this out. I'm assuming it's going to be a Hydro Cannon. Oh no, it's a Sludge Wave. Ooh, I miscounted that terribly. Alright, alright. You got me good there. You got me good there. I'm not going to lie. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield up here because I'm assuming Hydro Cannon will end my Noctowl, and I'd rather not have that happen. Thank you very much. With that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack here. Alright, with that, we're able to take out their final shield. And with that, we'll ride this out. Say goodbye to our Noctowl here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, it's another Hydro Cannon. Finishes off our Noctowl. And with that, we just have the rest of our Stunfisk, who is able to clear out the Swampert before they get to another Hydro Cannon. And we just have the rest of the Noctowl. But before we get to the rock slide, they have decided to call it a night. And with that, we're able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so far things are starting out pretty solid. Not gonna lie. It's going good, it's going good. Right now we are 2 for 2. Let's see if we go 3 for 3 as we go into our next match with Beto 4255. Alright, Beto, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Pelipper. And with that, they're coming in hot with the wing attacks. I'm assuming they're trying to build on up for a Hurricane. Probably going to try bait me out with a Weather Ball first and foremost, but we'll see what decision they come to on that one. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and launch an Ice Beam their way. And with that, I'm going to try to take this out. I have a feeling it's going to be Weather Ball. It is going to be Weather Ball. We handle that just fine. We read into that perfectly. With that, though, they must be getting pretty close to a Hurricane, I'm assuming. I may go ahead and shield out here just in case. I think it might be another Weather Ball. Oh, no, it's a Hurricane. Okay. Ooh, we have them... We have them dialed in today. We have them dialed in today. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap out for... I swapped in for Noctowl. I will admit, though, it is a little bit concerning considering, well, Azumarill does know Ice Beam, and Ice Beam is going to hurt quite a bit. Meanwhile, Sky Attack and Shadow Ball is not going to do all too much to the Azumarill. But, you know, it's the chance we take. With that, I'm assuming it's going to be an Ice Beam. We're probably going to be deep in the red, if anything. Oh, no, we're still in the yellow. Definitely do not want to try and tank out another one of those, that is for sure. With that, we're going to go ahead and fire off another Sky Attack their way. Get rid of their first shield. That's good, that's good. Alright. And with that, I will go ahead and shield out here, actually, because we do have Sky Attack already ready. So I want to actually be able to capitalize on that as much as I possibly can. And with that, ooh, they've swapped right in for the Pelipper right after the Ice Beam. I hear it and I respect it. Alright, and the Pelipper is no more. That means up next is going to be the Noctowl, into which case we can bring in the Steel Pancake. With that, Shadow Ball might do some decent neutral damage if anything, but for the most part, I think our Rock Slide should be able to put in some good work today. With that, I'm expecting Shadow Ball. Yes, sir. Still in the green though, so we're still hanging in. Or, well, we just dipped into the yellow, so a little bit concerning, but nothing too crazy. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off some rocks. Okay, still hanging out in the green, so a little bit concerning there. And with that, I think we're looking at another Shadow Ball coming our way, getting us well into the red there. Ooh, with that, they do swap in for the Azumarill, who is going to be tanking this Rock Slide. Who's actually going to be properly tanking out that Rock Slide, interestingly enough. And with that, we can go ahead and swap out for the Azumarill, who is going to be trying to tank out a Play Rough. I think we have enough health for that. I'm assuming it's Play Rough. Oh no, it's going to be Ice Beam. Oh yeah, we definitely have enough health for that. Alright, and with that, their Azumarill is no more. We can go ahead and fire off an Ice Beam now, and this should be enough to finish off the remainder of the Noctowl. Either that or Noctowl is more durable than I remember. Oh, Noctowl is more durable than I remember. Alright. Well, we just need a couple more bubbles there, and we're able to finish off the Noctowl and secure victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so far so good. We are 3 for 3. Guaranteed positive win-loss today, but let's see if we can go for 4 as we go into match number 4 against Machado Cow. Alright, Machado, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Stunfisk. The Steel Pancake has arrived, into which case I think we should be able to hold out here if I had to be real with you. With that though, they are going to be swapping out for their own Azumarill. Shiny Flex Azumarill. I have to give him much props to that. That's cool. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and stick it out for now. And that, that, I'm assuming it's going to be play rough heading our way, and for some reason I'm not allowed to switch. There we go. With that, I'm assuming we're going to be seeing an ice beam sometime in our near future, but for now, we'll go ahead and fire off a sky attack their way, get a decent chunk of their health out of the way, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and try and tank it. I'm assuming Ice Beam. It could be Hydro Pump, but I'm assuming Ice Beam. It is going to be Ice Beam. Oof, does get my Noctowl well into the yellow there. But should be, yep, there we go. We are able to get to another Sky Attack. So with that, we're either going to clear out the Azumarill or clear out their first shield. Alright, it's going to be their first shield. And with that, alright, they're going to swap right back in for the Stunfisk. And with that, I think I am actually going to go ahead and unfortunately say goodbye to my Noctowl here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and come right back in with the Azumarill. Luckily, we do have a couple of, well, we have an Ice Beam at the ready and a little bit of extra energy for later. So I'm going to go ahead and rely on that for the most part. With that, I am actually going to go ahead and shield out here just because it is going to be Earthquake. They are going for the Hail Mary there. And with that, we can go ahead and fire off another Ice Beam their way, get their Stunfisk well into the red. And with that, alright, with that we are able to bubble the rest of the Stunfisk right on out of here. And with that, we now have Azumarill back on the scene, back on the prowl. That they're gonna be firing off. Ooh, they fired off Play Rough and swapped in for the Skarmory, into which case we have swapped in for our Steel Pancake, and with that matchup they have decided to call it a night, and we secured victory number 4 of the set. GG's and GG's all around. Alright, so things are looking up and up for our very first set of the night. We are currently 4-4-4. Let's go ahead and see if we can close this out with a cool 5-0 as we go into our final match of the set against JNYC it's either KI7 or K17. I think it's KI7. But in any event, first matchup is going to be up against a Trevenant. In which case, I'm actually going to go ahead and swap out for my Noctowl, into which case they're going to swap in for a Shiny Flex Bastiodon. Okay, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's definitely not an ideal place for me to be. I definitely for sure walked into that one, but hey, Shiny Flex Bastiodon, I have to say, that's really cool to see. That's some cool stuff to see right there. With that, actually I'm going to go ahead and shield once, just to keep my Noctowl alive for a little bit longer. Mostly because, you know, I have a little bit of faith in my Noctowl here. Keep my Noctowl going, just fire off a couple more Shadow Balls their way. Why not, right? Why not? Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Whew. A little close there, but we're able to Pock Shot one final Shadow Ball their way, and with that, we actually saved a little bit of our Noctowl for later. With that, we're going to bring in the Steel Pancake against the Bastiodon. I'm assuming a Flamethrower is coming our way. Oh, nope, it's going to be Stone Edge. We're able to handle that perfectly fine. And with that, I'm going to assume they're just going to eat this Earthquake, considering how much is left of this Bastiodon. Yep, there we go. And with that, Bastiodon is no more. They do outshield me, but we do have... Okay. Considering how fast that was, I'm assuming they're going for the Fell Stinger. Oh no, they're going Aqua Tail. Okay. Oh. Siri has found some information about Fell Stinger, apparently. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and slide some rocks towards the Drapion there. We were able to take out their first shield there. I think I am going to go ahead and use up my first shield, or my last shield here. take out their Aqua Tail, or rather not tanking their Aqua Tail as much as I possibly can. Thank you very much. And with that, we're going to go ahead and chuck an Earthquake their way. Ooh, and with that, we're able to get the Drapion right on out of here. And with that, the last mon that we have to deal with is going to be the Trevenant. With that, though, we are going to be, I'm assuming, trying to tank out a Shadow Ball, into which case I'm assuming that's not going to work out for us. RIP. The important thing is we tried. With that, we'll go ahead and bring back the Azumarill. Ooh, I miscounted there. Seed Bomb. Ooh, does pack quite a punch. Well, we can go ahead and fire off an Ice Beam their way. And with that, we're able to get out the last shield. And with that, we bring in the Noctowl, who's going to be tanking out this Seed Bomb. RIP, buddy, you have served well. We just got the rest of the Azumarill. Who can I get to another Ice Beam in time? Oh, nope. The Trevenant has outsped me to the charge move, so unfortunately we are going to be saying goodbye to our Azumarill here. RIP, buddy, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Alright, so unfortunately not a 5-0 to start out, but we did get a very respectable 4 and 5. 4 out of 5. So we can go ahead and claim the rewards there. We got ourselves a cool 3080 Stardust. We got a Sinnoh Stone. We have a Frillish. Catch that real quick. Alright, there we go. Got ourselves a brand new Frillish. Interesting stats there, but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer you out. And with that, we can go ahead and claim these 3 rare candies as well. And with that, ooh, we are now well on our way to rank 19. We are ever so closer to actually getting to the ranked portions of the matches. And I seem to be peaking kind of a lot. Let me change that real quick. Okay, I think we should. Yeah, I think we should be okay. Here's hoping. Here's hoping things look okay in terms of stats. Oh, not stats. Audio. Alright, so with that, with our first set of Great League battles done and done, we managed to get ourselves a very respectable 4 wins out of 5. Very solid team. Even last night, that team was very solid. So very thankful I had that one going for me. But with that, we'll go ahead and make our way over to the deeper 2500 CP waters as we duke it out over in Ultra League. With that said, we're going to go ahead and jump into basic rewards, jump into Ultra League, and starting things out, we have Cobalion rocking Double Kick, as well as Sacred Sword and Stone Edge hanging out up in the front. In the middle, we have Giratina rocking Shadow Claw, as well as Dragon Claw and Shadow Force. And then hanging out at the end, we have ourselves Charizard, who is rocking Wing Attack, as well as Dragon Claw and Blast Burn. Also acting as our shiny flex of the day, I guess. I actually don't know if I have any other shinies set up. I think it's just this one. Yeah, we'll find out later. Anyway, speaking of finding out later, let's go ahead and find out now how well we do in our first Ultra League set of the night. Hopefully it all goes well. Hopefully we find something. Do I have time for water? I do not have time for water. Every time I want water. Anyway, first match of the night is going to be up against Messy Johnny. Alright, Johnny, what do you got? First match is going to be up against a Charizard. Into which case I'm going to actually swap out for my Giratina, who's actually rocking Dragon Breath. Oops, my bad. Might be. I thought I was rocking Shadow Claw, but I'm rocking Dragon Breath instead. In which case, Charizard's going to be chucking out a Dragon Claw and dip in. In the meantime, though, we are now face to face with, in a mirror matchup against their Giratina. And with that, it kind of looks like they're working to farm down the remainder of my Giratina. By using a Dragon Breath. I will go ahead and respond in kind by using up my... they use their first shield, I'll go ahead and use up my first shield. Just to keep the battle going for just a little bit longer. And there we go, there goes the remainder of my Giratina. RIP buddy, you have served well. With that, I am going to go ahead and tank out this next one. I'm assuming it's not going to be Shadow Force because I don't think they gather enough energy for that. It is going to be Dragon Claw. We are actually able to handle that fairly well, actually. I'll take that. With that, they did have a little bit of health left in them, but for the most part, I had a sneaky suspicion Dragon Claw may have been in a fairly near future. So I'd rather not deal with that as much as I possibly can. Thank you very much. With that though, the last mon to deal with is going to be a Swampert. Into which case, we're going to go ahead and swap right on out for our Cobalion. I will actually go ahead and shield out here. There's a good chance that they might just be baiting me out with Hydro Cannon. Oh no, they went straight for the Earthquake. Which is... could be a good thing for us. I'm not 100% sure. It depends on how this Sacred Sword goes. Alright, with that we're able to take out their final shield there. With that, do they have another Earthquake under their belt, or are they going for the last minute Hydro Cannon? Nope, they got another Earthquake and they're able to take out the remainder of my Cobalion there. With that, we just have to rely on our trusty Charizard to close things out. We're able to fire off one final Dragon Claw and then wing attack Swampert right on out of here. Alright. And with that, we just have one final matchup with their Charizard. Unfortunately, they believe they just got to a Dragon Claw, into which case that should pretty much finish off the rest of our Charizard here. Yeah, unfortunately, we were just out health on that one. So, RIPs there. But nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so not a particularly great start, but, you know, there's still 4 more matches left in the set. So, still have plenty of opportunities to turn it around. We'll see if we can do that here as we go into our next battle with Blazikenny. Blazikenny. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Cresselia. With that, we are going to be taking some neutral damage here, but we might be able to dish out some neutral damage with Stone Edge. Yeah, double kick's not doing us all too many favors here, but yeah, here's hoping that Stone Edge was able to get a decent amount of damage in, if only a little bit. With that, I am going to try and tank out this first one. Moonblast might hurt quite a bit, but otherwise I think... Okay, we are still well in the yellow there, so we're not in terrible danger just yet. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Stone Edge their way, get their Cresselia well into the yellow, and with that, I'm going to actually swap out for my Charizard. That they have opted to swap in for the Swampert. This might get a little complicated. I think if anything, we're going to be waving goodbye to our shields. I'm gonna guess we're probably not gonna have those by the end of this, but you know, we'll see how it goes. At the very least, we were able to land 2 Dragon Claws, get their Swampert well into the yellow, so we have that going for us. That we have ourselves the first of, I can only assume to be many Hydro Cannons flying our way. Up, and there's Hydro Cannon number 2. Go ahead and shield out from that one. There we go. Okay, and we got a decent amount of energy for another Dragon Claw up and running if needed. We'll go ahead and fire this one just to get the Swampert out of here because I have a sneaking suspicion. Ooh, they are actually going to shield their Swampert, because I'm assuming they had Hydro Cannon just that one shot away. Into which case, I'm just like, nope, I'm not letting that happen. I'm not letting you do this. With that though, ooh, they do bring back Cresselia, who I'm assuming is gonna Moonblast my Alter Giratina right on out of here. Oh no. Well, they still hit me with the Moonblast and it still hurt, don't get me wrong. But we are still kicking, so we're good there, we're good there. With that, we're able to fire off the Dragon Claw, get the rest of the Cresselia right on out of here. With that though, we are now face to face with the mirrored Giratina. Not a particularly ideal place to be, but, you know, we can find a way, we can find a way. With that, we'll go ahead and bring back the Charizard. I believe Charizard should be able to handle one Dragon Claw that they fire away, but what happens afterwards is, well, your guess is as good as mine. And with that, we are looking at, oh, a Shadow Sneak. We are still able to survive that, thankfully, but hurting quite a bit, hurting quite a bit. With that, we're able to get a little bit of extra damage in there. Okay, swap. Bring in the Cobalion, who I believe is going to be succumbing to a Shadow Sneak in just a moment. RIP, buddy. You have served well. And with that, I thought I had a little bit more health in my Charizard, but unfortunately, it was one Shadow Claw away from death. So unfortunately, we're not getting ourselves any brownie points from that one. So RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. And actually with that, considering the fact that nothing seems to be working with this so far, I'm going to go ahead and swap things out a little bit. Change it up a little bit, you know, mix it up. Well, we're going to keep the general team format, but I think we're going to start things out with Giratina up at the front. And in fact, hang on one moment, because I originally assumed that Giratina was packing Shadow Claw, which fits my playstyle a little bit more, but it was packing Dragon Breath, which is, I mean, it still works. It still works for Giratina. It's still optimal. It's just not what I want. So, give me one moment. I'm going to go ahead and switch out for Shadow Claw here. I don't know how much it's gonna affect in either good or bad, but yeah, I'm gonna stick it out with Shadow Claw instead. See how it goes. Plus, we do have Shadow Force on us, so having higher energy generation. We may never actually see Shadow Force be used, but you know, we might be able to get to it faster with Shadow Claw. But in any event, the team has now been swapped around. Let's go ahead and see if that works out better for us as we move into match number 3, I believe, against Cazador 15 or XV. I don't know how they're feeling about their Roman numerals. But anyway, first matchup is going to be against the Shiny Flex Charizard, who is going to be firing off, I believe, a Dragon Claw at us, which we should be able to tank out the first one, maybe the second as well. We'll find out. Oh yeah, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. With that, we'll go ahead and respond to their Dragon Claw with our Dragon Claw. And I believe they should be able to tank that out pretty well as well. Yep, okay. With that, we are able to... Ooh, we are actually perfect. It seems like we're roughly similar in terms of energy generation. Wing attack might be slightly faster, if anything. But with that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Dragon Claw their way. We'll either do good damage to the Charizard or take out their first shield. Okay, they've opted to... Ooh, okay, this is interesting. With that, they've opted to switch in for another Shiny Flex Walrein, into which case I have swapped in for my Charizard. Not the most ideal matchup, but we could make this work. We could indeed make this work. With that, let's go ahead and fire off a Dragon Claw their way, into which case, oh, they decided to just take the bullet there. Fair enough, fair enough. With that, let's go ahead and shield out here. Got another Icicle Sphere heading our way. Let's see if they are going to... They are going to use their first shield there. Perfect. And with that, we have just enough energy for a Blast Burn. Will they use a second shield, or will they try and tank this out? So I'm hoping they try and tank. They do, and with that, the Walrus is right on out of here. Alright, so we're good there. With that, the next matchup is going to be up against a third Shiny Flex in the form of Shiny Swampert. Wow, they just rock a full team of Shinies out here. What in the world is going on there? I don't know. I don't even. With that, I am going to go ahead and shield out here just because I want to keep my Giratina alive for a little bit longer. I know Hydro Cannon is not very effective, but considering the fact that the Swampert like sneezes at me, I'm pretty much dead. But with that, they do fire off one extra Hydro Cannon, get my Giratina right on out of here. So RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, we'll go ahead and bring in the Cobalion. With that, unfortunately, there's a good chance that I'm assuming that Swampert is packing Earthquake, and it doesn't look like I have enough energy to get me to switch for Charizard to catch that, and I don't have enough for a second Sacred Sword, so we may be saying goodbye to our Cobalion here. Yep, RIP, buddy. And with that, it looks like, yep, they're able to mud-shot the rest of my Charizard out here, and with that, we've unfortunately gained another loss of this set. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so it looks like as of right now, this team is just not working out. It's currently at an 0-3, so guaranteed negative win-loss out of this. I'm not giving up hope that we're able to get it to work somehow. I will go ahead and switch Cobalion back to the front, just because, I don't know, maybe it might work out better for us. Yeah, we'll try Cobalion up at the front again, see how everything pans out. Ultimately, we'll see if we're able to get things to work as we go into match number 4 with Quinones 95. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Giratina, the altered form of Giratina, into which case we should be able to resist their Dragon Claws pretty well. The only thing that could hurt us quite a lot is going to be the ever spammy Shadow Sneak, as well as the ever potential for Shadow Force, which they do seem to be working to build up towards. With that though, they do swap out for a Swampert, into which case I'm going to swap out for my Giratina. Okay, with that, Earthquake should still hurt quite a bit, but we should be able to hang in there. Alright, and we're definitely going to be able to hang in there for the Hydro Cannons, that is for sure. With that though, let's go ahead and try and tank out this next one, see what they've got cooking. It's going to be Hydro Cannon, so yeah, we're able to handle that just fine. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Dragon Claw their way. Alright, get them well in the red. With that, we actually will go ahead and shield out here just in case. It is going to be Earthquake, so able to catch that just fine, so that's kind of nice. With that, they opted to swap in for the Togekiss, into which case we should take this opportunity to Hail Mary a Shadow Force. Can we get it? Oh, we can actually. Okay, and with that, they've we'll go ahead and swap back in for the Cobalion. We are taking neutral damage from the Togekiss, but with that, we're actually able to finish off the Togekiss with Sacred Sword. I was not expecting that in the slightest. Okay, with that, I think I am going to be saying goodbye to my Cobalion here. R.I.P. buddy, you have served well. Okay, and with that, we'll go ahead and let's try and finish things off with the rest of our Giratina. And with that, Giratina has returned to the fray. Go ahead and fire off a Dragon Claw their way. Take out their final shield there. And with that, we have a charge move coming in our way. Let's go ahead and shield out here just in case they're going for the... Oh, they're going for Ancient Power. Okay. That's going to hurt. That might hurt quite a bit, actually. Alright, here's hoping we're able to handle it just fine. Okay, with that, we're gonna fire off a Dragon Claw. Get that going. Ooh, get them well in the red, but unfortunately they have another charge move. And with that, we are going to be saying goodbye to our Charizard, and unfortunately this will be loss number 4 of this set. Yikes. But nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright. Last ditch attempt. We're going to put Charizard up at the front. This is the only pattern I haven't tried yet. So we'll see if this works out. You're 0-4.
What you mean by...
Oh. Siri does not have faith in me, unfortunately. But we're 0-4 right now. We're not in a good place. But we have one final match in us. We have one last chance to get ourselves up to get ourselves at least one win out of this set. So fingers crossed. Charizard up at the front is our golden ticket to victory. That's ultimately determined if we actually find one final match in this set. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab water. You may be here a minute. I'm gonna exit this. Up. Okay. Try one more time. Alright, with that, final match of the set is going to be up against Nivopus. Alright, with that, Nivopus starts out with a superior shiny flex once again. Much respect to that. And with that, we're going to go... I see we're both deciding to stick it out for this one. I can respect that. With that, we're going to go ahead and start out with a Dragon Claw their way. And with that, they do actually decide to tank it out. Much respect to that. With that, we'll go ahead and try and see if we can tank out whatever Superior is throwing our way. I'm assuming... Okay, it's going to be Frenzy Plant, which we're able to handle just fine. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and see if we can bait out another Dragon Claw on them. Either do some decent damage or take out their first shield. Alright, decent damage it is. And with that, I may be getting a little greedy with my shields, but okay, I think I'll launch a Aerial Ace our way, into which case we're able to handle that fairly well. With that though, their next mon is going to be a Togekiss, into which case we'll go ahead and launch a Blast Burn their way. Ooh, and with that, they have opted to shield out there. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring in the Cobalion. Right now, we are currently taking some neutral damage from the Togekiss, but right now, we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. With that, we're going to fire off a Sacred Sword, clear out their second shield. So we're good on that end. Let's go ahead and shield out here, just in case it's going to be Flamethrower. Oh, it's going to be Aerial Ace, so don't need to worry too much there, so that's kind of nice. With that though, let's go ahead and fire off a Stone Edge their way. With that, we're able to get some good damage in on the Togekiss. Can we finish it off with double kicks? Yes, we can. albeit not much health left in us, but we were able to get the damage in. And with that, final one that we have to deal with is going to be an Altaria. Okay, okay. I can respect it, I can respect it. With that, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina, into which case the arrival of Giratina has made our opponents decide to call it a night. So with that, we are actually able to secure ourselves one victory out of this set. So I'll take that. GG's all around. So not a particularly great set, but we were able to find our footing kind of near the end of the match. So I'll take that. And I'll also go ahead and take this 3080 Stardust as well as the rank rewards, into which case we are still ever so short, but ever so close to getting to rank 19. So right now, oh, we also got a cool 2695 Stardust out of it, so I will take that. Thank you. Alright, so with that, there we go. Alright, so with that, we started out the night with Great League with a very respectable 4-1, and we have just completed our set in Ultra League with a much more rough showing in 1 out of 4. So unfortunately we have that under our belt, but now we come to the point in the night where things are about to get much rougher, because we are going to be removing the CP limits and diving right on into Master League. And the thing that's particularly concerning about Master League is that, well, I'm nowhere near equipped to deal with Master League, if I had to be honest with you. Sorry, in case you're wondering in the background, I'm powering up one Mon just to get myself a little bit of an extra chance going into Master League. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't promise we're gonna get much wins, if any wins, in Master League, but you know, I mean, it got so bad to the point where I told myself yesterday I just don't want to do anything Master League anymore, at least for the rest of season 13. But it's Go Battle Days. Crazy excuse. It's Go Battle Days. It's the last bits of Go Battle Days, so we might as well, you know, take this opportunity to do one final match in Master League. We got ourselves a good amount of Stardust. We got a little bit extra power-ups for the Pokemon we're using. We changed up the order a little bit, so there's a chance that we might be able to secure ourselves a victory here, but again, no promises that things are gonna go well. So I was kind of hoping we had a little bit more of a cushion from that last Ultra League set, but well, we got one win of it, so I guess there's that. So I guess with all of that mental prep for, I guess, setting much lower expectations for the stream, as well as mental preparation for myself to make sure I don't end too salty. Let's go ahead and remove the CP limits. We're heading into the deeper waters. Let's jump into Master League, and this time around we're going to be starting out with Gyarados up at the front, rocking Dragon Breath as well as Aqua Tail and Crunch. Smack dab in the middle we have Dragonite rocking Dragon Breath as well as Dragon Claw and Superpower. And finally, to close things out, we have Dialga rocking Dragon Breath as well as Iron Head and Draco Meteor. Alright, so the team is all set and ready to go. Let's see how we do. Again, no promises, but if we come out with one win at the end of this, I will be ecstatic. Well, we'll see if we can get that one win as we go into match number 1 against Mick Gilliputty, I think it was. I don't know. But anyway, first matchup is going to be up against a Reshiram. Hello, Reshiram. And with that, they've opted to swap right on in for the Togekiss. And with that, we'll go ahead and stick it out with the Gyarados, since Gyarados is just taking neutral damage from the Togekiss. That we are taking quite a beating, but we are able to get to another Aqua Tail. do some decent damage to the Togekiss, or take out the first shield. Okay, take that, take that. That though, we'll go ahead and swap out for our Dialga, into which case I'm gonna go ahead and shield out here just in case it is Flamethrower. It is indeed Flamethrower, so rather not tank that as much as I possibly can. Thank you very much. With that, we'll go ahead and Dragon Breath our way into an Iron Head. There we go, there we go. And with that, we'll go fire off the Iron Head, and with that we actually do take out their second shield. And with that, we do have another charge attack coming. I might just say goodbye to my Dialga here. R.I.P. buddy, you have served well. And with that, we're going to go ahead and bring back the Gyarados. Can I finish this? Oh, okay. Alright, so we are able to get to the Aqua Tail before our inevitable demise, so that's kind of nice. With that, they're going to bring back Reshiram, into which case I'm going to swap in for my Dragonite. Into which case they have opts to swap in for, I think that was a Groudon, if I heard that correctly. It is going to be a Groudon, okay. This spells trouble. This spells trouble for me. I don't like it. Alright, with that, I'm going to fire off another Dragon Claw their way. Ooh, get them well in the red. But they do have a charge attack coming at me. I'm going to go ahead and shield out here. I'm assuming it's okay. It's going to be Fire Punch. Would have done not very effective damage, but, you know, still probably would have hurt quite a bit. And with that, we're able to finish off the Groudon. Ooh, and we do have Dragon Claw at the ready. Is it enough to finish the Reshiram? I'm admittedly not 100% sure. But, oh, it is! And look at that! Alright, at the very least, we snagged ourselves one win under our belt in Master League. GG's. GG's all around. Oh my goodness. That actually worked out. What the heck? Anyway. Alright, so we got ourselves a win in Master League. Look at that. Alright, as much as as content as I am for now actually having a win under our belt in Master League, we might as well keep it going, see if we can maybe get ourselves a second win in Master League. We'll find out as we move into our next match against CL0389. Alright, CL, what do you got? Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a Garchomp. That they are going to be rocking Dragon Tail while I am rocking Dragon Breath. And with that, they're coming in with their charge move first. And we'll go ahead and shield just in case. Oh no, they went with the Sandtoo. I kind of probably should have expected it, but you know, it is what it is. In any event, we'll go ahead and chuck a Crunch their way. And with that, we actually do take out their first shield there, so I'll take that. Okay, and with that, ooh, we do have Aqua Tail at the ready, so we might as well fire that off. See if we can get some decent neutral damage in. That going, or we can take out their first, or we take out their second shield actually. Okay, I'll take that. Ooh, and with that, I think we will be going ahead and say goodbye to our Gyarados here. R.I.P. buddy, you've served well. And with that, I'm going to swap in for Dialga, who's able to Dragon Breath the Garchomp right on out of here. And with that, we are now face to face with a Gyarados rockin' Waterfall. Yikes, yikes. With that, I'm going to try and tank this out. I think we should be able to survive it no matter what. It's going to be Twister. Hurts quite a bit for the most part. We're hanging in just fine. With that, we're going to go ahead and fire off an Iron Head their way, just to see if we can get some. It's not going to be very effective, but it is definitely enough to finish off the remainder of the Gyarados, which is nice. And with that, the final mon that we have to deal with is going to be Mewtwo. Into which case we actually have a Draco Meteor set up and ready for them here. Fire that off. Ooh, get the Mewtwo right on out of here. And with that, we are actually able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. So, in a weird twist of fate, we're actually doing better in Master League than we did in Ultra. What is happening tonight? But okay. Maybe I tanked so hard in Ultra League that's giving me, like, well, not easier opponents, but they're opponents closer to my wheelhouse, I guess. Who knows? But anyway, we are currently sitting at 2 wins out of 2 in Master League, so again, I'm actually surprised that we're doing as well as we are, but let's see if we can go 3 for 3 as we go against Thiago88 Zika. Alright, Thiago, what do you got? First match is going to be up against a Togekiss, rocking the flower crown. Much respect to that. Always love it when they use the Pokemon with the themes. Like the Noctowl earlier with the party hat. Those are always cool. Those are always cool to see. In any event, I'll go ahead and chuck some Aqua Tails over at this Togekiss. Let's see if we can get one more. I think we can. Yep, we can. Right before they fire off anything our way. Let's go ahead and fire off this Aqua Tail. I'm assuming that should get them well into the red. Nice, nice, nice. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on in for my Dialga. In which case, they're going to swap in for a Melmetal. Oh, here we go. Melmetal is certainly not one that I want to contend with in particular, if I had to be honest with you. And with that, they're going to chuck Thunderbolt our way, in which case we're able to handle that just fine. And with that, I will go ahead and shield out here just in case they're thinking, okay, now he's got to fall for the superpower. Up there it is. Sorry, buddy. I'm not letting that superpower happen. No way, no how. And with that, we're going to fire off another Iron Head their way, and with that, we're actually able to clear out their first shield. With that, I'm actually going to go ahead and use my second shield here, because, yep, it is going to be superpower again. With that, we got Iron Head up and running. Let's go ahead and fire that their way. Off, and with that we're actually able to take out their second shield. Ooh! And I think we CMP tied on that superpower, so unfortunately they caught me on that one. They got me there. They got me there. With that though, we'll go ahead and bring in Dragonites to finish off the remainder of... Ooh, actually. They're bringing in the Togekiss, into which case I'm going to swap right on in for Gyarados to take this Flamethrower. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, though, we do have the rest of the Togekiss to deal with. Unfortunately, we are able to finish off the Togekiss at the very least. We have the rest of the Melmetal now, just in case they have Thunderbolt or Superpower or anything like that set up. We'll just throw a Dragon Claw right on out, get the Melmetal right on out of here. And with that, the final mon to deal with is going to be a Yveltal. I don't know where to go with Yveltal, to be honest with you. Alright, let's see if we can tank out this next attack from Yveltal. Assuming it's going to be Dark Pulse. It is. Gets me well on the red. At least fire off one more Dragon Claw before my inevitable demise. And with that, we got Yveltal deep into the red, but unfortunately, we just did not have enough health in us to finish off the rest of the Yveltal. So RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. So with that, we are currently sitting at 2 wins and 1 loss. Surprisingly. Let's see if we can go for 3-1 as we go into match number 4, which is going to be up against Eduardo Barang. Eduardo, okay, Eduardo, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Machamp. that, they've opted to swap right on in for a Dragonite, into which case I will swap right on in for my Dialga. And with that, just in case they're going for the superpower, I'm going to go ahead and shield out right here. Yep, they're going for the Dragon Claw. I think we're able to outspeed them before they get to superpower. Take my chances. Yep, it's gonna be Dragon Claw again. Okay, does get me well into the red, but we're still kicking. We're still kicking. All right, with that, I'm assuming Machamp is gonna be coming out next. Yep. And with that, let's go ahead and waste no time here. We're gonna go ahead and fire off a Draco Meteor their way. Might as well give it a try because I'm pretty sure we're not surviving after that, unfortunately. And with that, we're going to go ahead and bring back the Gyarados. We'll go ahead and shield out here because there's a good chance that Machamp's rocking Rock Slide. That one in particular is going to be Cross Chop, so they've baited me. They baited me out of my shield there. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off an Aqua Tail their way. And at the very least, we are able to clear out their final shield, so that's kind of nice. That though, let's see how well we handle this next attack. I'm assuming Rock Slide. Yep, it's gonna be Rock Slide. Oof. And we're actually still alive, surprisingly. And that though, with that they do save whatever remains of their Machamp, and they've brought in their Gyarados. The only thing I think of that could be really threatening to me is going to be potentially Outrage. I think Outrage might one and done me. Okay, it's gonna be Crunch. Does still hurt quite a bit, don't get me wrong. But okay, we are able to finish off the Gyarados with Dragon Breath. And with that, we now have enough energy in us to fire a Dragon Claw towards the Machamp, and hopefully with this, yep, we were able to clear the Machamp and actually secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so not only do we have ourselves a win under Master League, but we actually have a positive win-loss set guaranteed in this set. Okay. That brings my spirits up. That brings my spirits up a lot. Alright, well, we may be 3-1. Let's see if we can go 4-1 as we go into our final match of the set against Wires 127. Alright, Wires, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Mewtwo. And that is the battle of neutral damage all up in here. That, I'm gonna go ahead and launch an Aqua Tail their way. Then we're able to clear out their first shield. Oof, I am not able to catch their charge move here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shield. It's gonna be Psy Strike, and definitely will pack some pretty nasty neutral damage if I had to be real with you. Ooh, they actually had enough energy for 2. It's gonna be risky, but I'm gonna try and tank it. Okay, so with that, we are now on even footing. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Dialga to handle the rest of the Mewtwo. We'll go ahead and shield out here. It is gonna be Shadow Ball, which will probably pack some pretty nasty neutral damage if anything. And with that, we are able to Dragon Breath the rest of the Mewtwo right on out of here. And with that, we are now face to face with their Dialga. Now let's see if we can try and bait out their last shield with an Iron Head. Yes, we are. Now, can we get to our Draco Meteor before they get to theirs? It's a good question. Or maybe they just need the Iron Head to finish me off. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a moment. Okay. We do survive, albeit barely, but we do survive. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Draco Meteor their way and get their Dialga right on out of here. And with that, I'm going to finish things off with my Dragonite, and to which case this matchup has caused our opponents to call it a night, and we're actually able to secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. What? Anyway, GG's all around. And a surprise turnaround. We're actually able to do really well in Master League. Huh. After last night's 0-5, we're able to come back swinging with a 4-5 tonight. What are the odds? Anyway, with that, we can go ahead and claim this 3080 Stardust as well as this Fast TM. We got ourselves an encounter with a Spheal. Spheal is always cool to see. And with that, we got ourselves a brand new Spheal. Look at its stats. It's okay. I'll go ahead and transfer you out. And with that, we can go ahead and claim this 3 rare candy as well. And with that, we have made it to rank 19, which means we are now 1 set away. Ooh, and we got ourselves an Elite Charge Gem. And now we are 1 set away from making it into the ratings portion of Go Battle League. What perfect timing! About the halfway point of the season, and we've made it to the ratings, the ranking, the ELO, I guess, portion of Go Battle League. So that's kind of exciting. But anyway, just to recap real quick, we were able to start off strong in Great League for tonight with set number 1, getting ourselves 4 wins out of 5. Set number 2, we dived into Ultra League with an unfortunate showing of 1 win out of 5, but then in a surprise twist, we were actually able to do really well in Master League with a 4 wins out of 5 on that one. So, calling me surprised on that. I'm having a hard time believing that was a thing. But anyway, now that we've explored the infinite depth that is Master League, I think it's time to reel things back in. We're going to try and see if we can redeem ourselves a little bit in Ultra League coming up. But first and foremost, hello and welcome to the stream. Remiel? Hey bro, how are you? I am actually doing pretty well. Not gonna lie, I was dreading jumping into Master League today because yesterday I streamed I streamed an 0-5 in Master League, and I was like, nope, never doing this again. But surprise, surprise, we got 4-5 in this one, so I don't know what particularly changed, but we did good. And now we have an opportunity to see if we can redeem ourselves in Ultra League. Do I speak Spanish? No, sorry. Forgive me for butchering this, but was it no hablo español? That's as far as it goes. And even then, I'm pretty sure I butchered it hard. But yeah, no, I apologize. I apologize, Remiel. I do not speak Spanish. I should learn someday, though. I'll put it on my queue of languages to learn. Someday. Who knows? Yeah, sorry. As of right now, I'm not familiar with the Spanish language. But yeah. But I guess what I am familiar with is the fact that we are currently, we just made it to rank 19. We're about to take on Ultra League. Remio got a Shundo, a shiny 100 Zekrom. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's really cool. Zekrom's actually a pretty solid shiny too. I like it. And it's rocking Fusion Bolt now, so it's a good side grade to Wild Charge, I believe. So, all in all, W's all around for that one. I respect that. Congratulations. One day I hope to join in the Shundo any kind of shundo. Maybe one day. It's the dream. But yeah, good for you, Remio. That's awesome. May it carry you to victory if you do any sort of Go Battle League stuff. Alright, oh, you're gonna go head to sleep? Alright. Thank you for stopping by, Remio. It's been good chatting with you. Congratulations again on the Zekrom raid. Apologies for my lack of knowledge in Spanish, but sleep well. Thank you for stopping by. And in the meantime, go ahead and see how far we go with the rewards in rank 19 as we dive our way right back on in to Ultra League. Alright, so we dive into basic rewards, jump into Ultra League, and this is the team that we're going to be rocking today. We got ourselves Armored Mewtwo up at the front, rocking Confusion and Psystrike. Smack dab in the middle, we have ourselves Walrein. Excuse me. We have ourselves Walrein, rocking Icicle Spear as well as, or Powder Snow as well as Icicle Spear and Earthquake. And hanging on in the back, we have ourselves Escavalier, rocking Counter as well as Drill Run and Mega Horn, I believe. Alright, so the team all set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and see how well we do in this set. Alright, that first matchup is going to be against Luma 88. Alright, Luma, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Scrafty. Interesting. And so with that, unfortunately we're not really packing all too much damage onto this Scrafty, and I'm pretty sure it's going to hit us pretty hard with that foul play. You know, might as well stick it out, see how well we handle it. And with that, we'll go ahead and swap right on in for our Walrein here, who's also not handling counter all too well, but we should be able to handle foul play okay, I'm assuming. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off an Icicle Spear their way, get some decent damage in. With that, we'll go ahead and try and tank out this next one, because I'm assuming if it even is foul play, we should be relatively okay. Yep, we're currently sitting right in the yellow there. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Icicle Spear their way. Do some decent damage on the Scrafty, or actually, a thought occurs, I probably should have ran with the Scavalier instead. I don't know why I didn't, because I'm only taking neutral damage from counter. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and shield. Actually, it's gonna be foul play again, but with that, we are able to counter the rest of Scrafty right on out of here. We are now one Pokemon down from... there it is. One Pokemon down and one shield down, so we're not in quite the most ideal scenario, but here we are. Ooh, with that, they've swapped in for their Trevenant. Oh, buddy, okay. And with that, we'll go ahead and chuck another Psystrike their way. With that, we're able to clear out their first shield, so that's kind of nice. And with that, though, we're going to be saying goodbye to our... we're going to be saying goodbye to our Armored Mewtwo there. RIP, buddy, you served well. With that, Trevenant's coming in with the Shadow Ball. In which case, we are going to come in with the Drill Run. With that, though, considering we are now out of shields, I think we're going to be looking at... and I think Talonflame is going to be hitting us with a Flame Charge in just one moment. I think we're going to be counting this as a fairly rough loss to start our Ultra League scene. We were able to clear out two of the Mons, but Talonflame just swept our Scavalier there. So RIPs there. But nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so not off to a particularly great start, but, you know, we still have 4 matches in us. I feel like I say this all the time, but we still have 4 matches in us. Have a good chance to bring it back. Let's see if we can as we go into match number 2 against Cart 4968. Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a Giratina. With that, Shadow Claw is still doing quite a number on us, but for the most part we should be able to handle that okay. The big question is whether or not it's packing Shadow Sneak. Nope, it's going to be Dragon Claw, which we're actually able to handle fairly well, I would say. And with that, we'll go ahead and chuck a Psy Strike their way. Get some decent damage going there. And with that, we're going to try tank out another... I'm assuming it's going to be another Dragon Claw. Yep, it's going to be another Dragon Claw. That actually, I'm going to go ahead and swap on in for my Escavalier, who should be able to handle the Dragon Claws much better than Mewtwo did. And it's also handling the Shadow Claws better too, while we're at it. So, I'll take that. Now with that though, they are sticking it out with the Giratina. I'm not sure what they're playing at here, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. With that, we'll try and tank out another one. Could be possible that they're slowly but surely building up the Shadow Force. I'll give them major props if they actually land that one. Alright, with that, we got another drill run heading their way. Fire that off, get rid of the Giratina. There we go. And with that, the next one that we have to deal with is going to be a Togekiss. In which case, let's go ahead and respond to that with a Walrein. And with that, their next mon is going to be a Mawk. Okay, with that, theoretically, it would be better for me to run Mewtwo at this moment. But actually no, they're 2 shields down. They also packing Thunder Punch. This is an excellent opportunity for me to bring back Mewtwo. I will be going ahead and using up my second shield here. It's gonna be Thunder Punch again. So maybe they don't have Dark Pulse on their Muck. That's fine. In any event though, we go ahead and fire off a Psy Strike there. We should be able to clear the Muck with this Psy Strike. We'll see. Yep, there we go. And with that, we just have the rest of the Togekiss to deal with. We are giving a little bit of extra energy to the Togekiss. But hopefully we should be able to tank out even if it is Flamethrower. I guess that we'll have to wait and see. But maybe we're able to get to another Icicle Spear before they get to... Ooh, they're launching Ancient Power. Oof, gets us well into the red, but we're hanging in just fine. Yep, and we are able to get to one final Icicle Spear, which should be able to finish off the Togekiss and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. There we go. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so there we go. That's victory. We are now 1 win, 1 loss in this set of Ultra League. Let's see if we can go for 2, or 2 wins, 1 loss as we go into our next match. Alright, there we go. And with that, our next match is going to be Locopan Shun. Alright, Locopan, what do you got? Alright, first matchup is going to be up against Error 6. And unfortunately, Error 6 always wins in the end of that. There's no beating Error 6, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, no battle with the Aromatisse. Am I trapped in an Error 6 loop? Third time's the charm? Oh, it's Locopan again. Were we in the middle of battle? I don't know, let's find out. No, okay. We still have battle to do. Okay, that's good, that's good. Alright, so they start out with a Gliscor this time around. I believe Gliscor is rocking Night Slash, so that's probably going to hurt quite a bit. Yeah. We're able to handle that just fine. Let's go ahead and fire off a Psy Strike their way. Hopefully get some good neutral damage going. Or take out a shield. I'll take that. I'll take that. With that, I think I'm going to try and tank out another one again. Even if it is Earthquake, I think we should be okay. It's going to be Night Slash. Again, super effective damage. Gets us into the yellow, but for the most part, we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. With that, though... this time around, we're going to need to shield out here. We're starting to dip into the red a little bit, so I'd rather not take too much chances there. With that, let's go ahead and fire off a Psy Strike their way. Get some decent damage in, actually. With that, we'll go ahead and bring in the Walrein to Powder Snow the rest of the Gliscor right on out of here. And with that, next up is going to be the Aromatisse from earlier. Okay. I think, if anything, though, the only thing that really concerns me about Aromatisse is the fact that I believe it can know Thunder or some kind of electric type charge move. Which is a little concerning, not gonna lie. But for the most part, at the very least, we are pretty spammy with our Icicle Spears, so we should be able to get some good neutral damage in until whatever charge move Aromatisse is about to fire our way. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my Walrein alive as long as I can. Okay, it's gonna be Moonblast, so it's not electric focused. Oh, but with that, they have opted to swap in for their third mon, which is going to be Beartic. Okay, mad props to you. I was not expecting Beartic today, but here we are. Alright, let's see what charge moves Beartic knows. It is going to be an Ice Punch. Fortunately, we were able to resist that pretty well. So with that, we can just counter the Beartic right on out of here. There we go. And with that, we'll go ahead and launch a Drill Run towards the Aromatisse. To either do good damage or finish off the Aromatisse. And do just good damage, I guess. And with that, we'll just go ahead and counter the remainder of Aromatisse and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so far so good. We are currently sitting at 2 wins, 1 loss. So we've doubled our win count from the last time we've done Ultra League. So I'll take that. But let's see if we can secure ourselves a positive win-loss and go for 3-1 as we go into our next match of the night, which is going to be up against Molek 007. Alright, with that, first thing Molek sends out is going to be a Venusaur. To actually have a solid start there. With that, they swap out for the Empoleon, and unfortunately, it looks like right now we're currently experiencing some technical issues here and there. We'll see how that plays out throughout the rest of the day. With that, they go ahead and fire off a Hydro Cannon. Does actually pack quite a decent punch, not gonna lie. With that though, we'll go ahead and fire off a Drill Run their way, so we should at least be able to clear out the shield. There it goes. And with that, okay, we are able to get the Empoleon deep into the yellow, so that's good. With that, yeah, we'll try and tank out another one. And trust in Mewtwo's tankiness. Yep. So we are able to tank out at least one. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire a Psy Strike their way. Just to clear out the Empoleon, just in case. You never really know. Anyway, the next mon they're going to bring out is going to be a Talonflame. And to which case they're going to be saving that Talonflame for later and bringing out the Venusaur. So it's a battle of super effective damage against each other. Fortunately, I think their Frenzy Plant's a little bit scarier, if I had to be real. Consider my shields used as much as it possibly can. We're gonna fire off another icicle spear their way, clear out the Venusaur, in which case we are now face to face with a Talon Flame. I will try to tank this out. I'm assuming it's Flame Charge. Yep, it's gonna be Flame Charge. Get me well into the yellow there. And with that, they have decided to call it a night there. And with that, we're able to secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. So, guaranteeing ourselves a positive win-loss, no matter what. So that's always nice. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we are currently 3 wins, 1 loss. Let's go ahead and see if we can get ourselves one last win. For tonight in Ultra League, as we go into our final match of this set. There we go. Which is going to be up against somebody. We're battling somebody, just don't know who. It's a mystery. It's loading. Yep. Just kidding. We're battling the error, and of course the error always wins. Alright, there we go. And with that, our final match of the set is now going to be against Alejandro 1679. Alright, Alejandro, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against an Obstagoon, which tells me I need to nope on out of there and swap in for my Escavala. In which case, this Cavalier is now going to be torn to shreds by the presence of a Charizard. At the very least, we can go ahead and launch a couple, or at least one drill run their way and get the Charizard well into the yellow there, so I'll take that. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring back the Armored Mewtwo, get some good neutral damage going. And with that, we'll go ahead and try and see if we can tank out one. I'm assuming this is going to be Blast Burn. Yeah, they're going all in on that one. Oof, gets us well into the yellow. Blast Burn packs a punch, not gonna lie. And on that note, we'll go ahead and shield up here as well. I will not take that if I don't need to. I mean, and with that, we're going to be once again face to face with the Obstagoon. We'll go ahead and shield out here just in case, because I think Night Slash might actually finish us off here. With that, oh, we actually see MP tied there, so we're gonna. I was hoping to save this Psy Strike for later, but we can fire it off. I was like, oh, now that we have extra time, I can probably save it a little bit, but no, it's too late now. It's too late now. It was too late. The Psy Strike was already en route. And with that, they're going to be firing off Cross Chops. It is going to be super effective damage. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off an Icicle Spear their way just to respond. And with that, we're able to clear out their first shield. Assuming... Can we get to one more Icicle Spear before they get to Cross Chop? We cannot. Can we survive Cross Chop? We might not be able to. I think Obstagoon sweeps me here. Oh no, we do. We do. Okay, so at the very least, I am not seeing us getting out of this alive. But an attempt was made. Ooh, with that, we are actually able to fire off one final Psy Strike at the Obstagoon. Let's see if it's enough to clear it out so we can at least see what their last Pokemon is going to be. And the last one is going to be a Swampert, who I'm pretty sure already has Hydro Cannon at the ready. Yep, there we go. And with that, the Swampert's able to clear out the rest of my Mewtwo. So, yeah, no victory for us there. But at the very least, we got through the wall that was Obstagoon. So, I'll take that. But nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. So no win to close out there, but we still got a fairly respectable 3 wins out of 5. So with that, go ahead and claim this encounter with a Marini. I'll look it up later. I would say a Mariani. Could be a Marini. Anyway, not the greatest of stats. Sorry, buddy. Oh, we got ourselves a Sneasler. Oh, I need one of these. I don't have one of these yet. I'm hoping you have good IVs. Either way, I'm keeping this one. Alright, we got ourselves a Sneasel. Evolves during the day. It's not the greatest of IVs, but I'll go ahead and keep you. And oh, we got another one. Hey, I hope you have good IVs. I'll find out in a moment. Oh. Alright, we got ourselves Sneasel number 2. Oh, this one's garbage. Oh, what's the adventure? I'll walk 7 kilometers. Okay. Good to know. Alright, and with that, the time has come. We've cleared rank 19. Let's see what our starting ELO is. We are kicking things off at 2105. Sorry, I need to take a picture. And we got a cool 3700 something Stardust. But hey, look at that. Oh, it's not there anymore. But hey, of course, starting off at a cool 2100. I like it, I like it. Alright, so to recap one more time for the night, we started things out in Great League. We got ourselves a solid 4 wins out of 5. Second set was over in Ultra League, where we tanked quite a bit with 1 win out of 5. Third set, we did a surprising comeback in Master League with 4 wins out of 5. And we just recently closed out our second set in Ultra League with 3 wins out of 5. Alright, so all in all, the night has actually been going pretty well for us. Yeah, let's go ahead and sorry, I felt like I had something else to say there, but yeah, so far so good. We have one last set that we can do, one final Great League set to just end the night on, and then go ahead and get some rest. But yeah, let's go ahead. One last time, one last match. Let's jump into basic rewards, jump into Great League, and this time around we're going to be starting out with Alolan Marowak rocking Fire Spin, as well as Shadow Ball and Bone Club. Hanging out dead center is going to be our Vigoroth rocking Counter, as well as Body Slam and Bulldoze. And then closing things out, we have ourselves Altaria rocking Dragon Breath, as well as Moonblast and Sky Attack. So with the team all set up and ready to go, let's see how we do for our final set of the night. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be Chrome Chronic. Alright, Chrome Chronic, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Brashudon. Oh buddy, okay. Alright, so we're not in a particularly great place, but at the very least I can go ahead and fire this off. Go ahead and chuck a Shadow Ball their way, get some decent neutral damage going, and with that I'm going to swap on in for my Vigoroth, into which case they are going to swap in for their Shadow Victory Bell. Oh buddy. Alright, with that, all eyes on the Body Slam spam. That we are able to take out their first shield there. Okay, we got ourselves another Body Slam heading their way. Ooh, with that we're actually able to do good damage there. I'll take that. And with that, we are going to be saying goodbye to our Vigoroth here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. It's going to be a Leaf Tornado. Okay, and with that we should be able to finish off with one final fire spin. There we go. And with that, I'm assuming the Bastiodon's probably coming back. Bet, yes. Okay, with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and use up my shields here. It's going to be Stone Edge. Okay, with that, I know Bone Club doesn't do all that much damage on its own, but with 4 times stab, will it be better? A little bit. And with that, we're going to be saying goodbye to our Alolan Marowak here. R.I.P. buddy, you have served well. Alright, and with that, they'll be finishing off with a Shadow Weepin' Bell. What? Okay, major props there. I was not expecting that. Not in the slightest. But, yeah, there we go. We were able to secure ourselves a first victory of the set because they decided to call it a night. GG's all around. Well, and before we move on, I'm going to go ahead and claim this Stardust because, well, it looks like it already reset back to the initial amount. Just a little too late. It's okay. We still got 870 Stardust out of it, so I'll take it. In any event, we are currently 1 win out of 1. Let's see if we can keep this going as we move into our next match of the night, which is going to be up against Peeled Peaches. Alright, Peeled Peaches, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Gliscor. Interesting. With that, I'm going to go ahead and actually swap out for my Altaria. So you're going to swap out for your Dugong. Ooh, okay. Called me on that one. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack your way. And with that, we're actually able to take out your first shield. So that's kind of nice. And with that, it looks like they're just going to farm me down with Ice Shard. Yep. And with that, we're going to go ahead now and respond in kind with our Vigoroth. I believe no matter what, we should be able to tank out their first move pretty well. I don't think Dugong has any nuke moves under it. I think the most that it has is Water Pulse, I believe. With that, I think I fire off another Icy Winds. Really lower my attack there, get me well into the yellow. I think I'm overestimating Vigoroth's durability there a little bit. It's okay. In any event, it's the return of the Gliscor. Yeah, I'm going to try and tank out. I'm assuming this one's going to be Night Slash. It's still going to hurt quite a bit, but I think we should be okay. Well, we're still alive, so take with that what you will. With that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a Shadow Ball their way. And with that, we're able to take out their second shield. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and start using up my shields here. Another Night Slash. I think I should have enough in me to get to one more Shadow Ball before my inevitable demise. I assume so, anyway. Okay, oh, there we go. We have enough for a Shadow Ball, so we'll go ahead and launch that towards the Gliscor. Get that going, get the Shadow Gliscor right on out of here. And with that, we have... I probably should have kept the Alolan Marowak out for this one, now that I think about it. Oh, maybe not. Well. We did have type advantage there, but unfortunately we just did not have the health to carry it forward, so unfortunately that'll be our first loss of this set. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we are currently sitting at 1 win, 1 loss. Let's see if we can double back to 2-1 as we go into match number 3 against Fur Hat CS. Alright, Furhot, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Brashudon. Alright, so with that, we'll go ahead and waste no time here. And this time, I'm just going to switch out for the Vigoroth. Just swap right on in for Vigoroth this time. Just waste no time there. And with that, they're going to swap right in for Altaria. Shiny Flex, much respect. And in which case, I'm going to go ahead and rely on the ever good old-fashioned Body Slam spam. Alright, with that, we're able to get to the Altaria well into the red. Excuse me. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and use up my first shield here. Keep my Vigoroth alive as long as I possibly can. And with that, we do have one more Body Slam to throw off. So do we finish off the Altaria, or do we... Okay, so we do take out the first shield at the very least. Into which case, we'll go ahead and bring back the little Marowak. I believe we should be able to tank out any charge moves that Altaria sends our way. Here's hoping. Yeah, we're relatively okay. And with that, we're able to fire away. I don't know where I was going with that statement. We fire spin the Altaria away. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, it's Bastiodon v Alolan Marowak once again. Those rocks are definitely doing in quite a good amount of damage to us. Not going to lie. With that, they're going to be launching a Stone Edge our way. Into which case, I'm going to go. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on in for my Altaria. Into which case, they're going to swap in for a Trevenant. With that, Shadow Ball will probably do quite a number on us, but otherwise I think we might be able to survive that. Well, doesn't matter, the Sky Attack pretty much one and done the Trevenant right then and there. So with that, go ahead and keep on firing. There we go, and with that we're going to go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack their away. Possibly taking out the shield there. Oh no, they decided to stick it out, which actually makes a lot of sense, all things considered. So with that, we're going to be saying goodbye to Altaria here. RIP, buddy, you've served well. And with that, we do have a Bone Club raid, but they do still have the other shield, and I don't think we can get to another Bone Club before the end of this, so we may be looking at an unfortunate loss here. Yep. We came close, but unfortunately, no victory there. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. So I think with that, okay, we are now 1 win, 2 loss. So not a particularly great spot, but we have 2 matches left on us in this set. We might as well see if we can make a comeback. At the very least, try and see if we can tie things back up 2-2 as we go into match number 4, which is going to be up against Ben Molclaws. Yes. Alright, and with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Pelipper. Which means I'm actually going to go ahead and swap out for my Altaria. Which means they are going to swap out for an Alolan. Not an Alolan. A Galarian Stunfisk. Oh buddy. This is gonna be something. Okay. I know for sure we should be able to tank out one of the rock slides, but whether or not we're going to be able to tank out 2 is an entirely different story. I don't know why I blocked. I'll shield out this one, go ahead and tank the second, and then... There we go, get the Galarian Stunfisk well into the yellow there. The good news is we are very resistant to their mud shots, so we're okay there. The only unfortunate thing is, well, they're able to do the tried and true throw more rocks at them. So, with that, I believe it's going to be one final rock slide. I believe Vigoroth should be able to handle maybe getting right into the yellow. Ooh, it's going to be Earthquake. Ooh, that's going to be deep in the yellow before my... Okay, they got me there. They got me there. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. With that, yeah, I'm definitely going to need to shield out this one because Vigoroth is not going to survive a Weather Ball. That is for sure. But with that, we do have the fortunate ability to fire off some Body Slam spams. And with that, we're able to take out their first shield. And with that, we can fire off another Body Slam their way. Get that going. We'll get them well in the red, like so. Perfect. Okay, and with that, we can bring back Altaria, into which case I'll actually go ahead and swap in for my Alolan Metalwek, who I believe is now going to be attempting to tank out a Zap Cannon. Yep, it's gotta be Zap Cannon. That Zap Cannon does a solid amount of damage. And with that, we got ourselves a Bone Club off. A decent amount of damage going. And with that, we have another Bone Club ready. Let's see if we can do some good amount of damage or take out the shield. Okay, it's gonna be good damage. And with that, we're able to finish off the remainder of the. We're able to finish off the remainder of the Registeel. Now we're gonna be taking out a Weather Ball. R.I.P. Marowak, you have served well. And with that, we have the remainder of Altaria, who is able to Dragon Breath the Pelipper right on out of here. And we're able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we are now 2 wins, 2 losses. One last match to determine if we're in a positive win-loss or a negative win-loss. Only time will tell. We move into our final match, which is going to be against somebody. Don't know who yet, but we'll find out. Okay, there we go. And with that, our final match of the night is going to be up against Arceus Xavier 69. Nice. Anyway. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be up against an Alolan Ninetales. Just kidding, is now going to be up against a Noctowl. In which case, I'm going to go ahead and come in with the Altaria. So with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack their way. Get that going. Yep, get them well into the yellow there. With that, I'm assuming they're going to be firing off their own Sky Attack or a Shadow Ball our way. Or they could know something else. I think it could also learn Psychic, if anything. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and shield out again. Oh, we're going to shield out, use our first shield here, and it's going to be for a Shadow Ball. And with that, I don't think I have enough before they get to another Sky Attack, so we're going to go ahead and use our Sky Attack here to finish off the Noctowl. Go. And with that, assuming they're waiting for the switch counters to reset. Ooh, they're coming in with the Steel Pancake, into which case I'm going to come in with the Vigoroth. And with that, we're going to go ahead and start doing the good old-fashioned Body Slam spams out on the Alolan Ninetales. This next one should either do decent damage to the Ninetales or take out the second shield. Or take out the first shield, sorry. Okay, we got our answer. Took out the first shield there. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to my Vigoroth here. R.I.P. buddy, you have served well. And with that, we're going to come in with the Alolan Marowak. And with that, we are able to finish off the remainder of the Ninetales. And with that, let's go ahead and fire off a Bone Club their way. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and fire off another bone club their way. Okay. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and use up our last shield here. It's gonna be for a rock slide. Ooh, and they actually did have another rock slide at the ready. Let's see if we're able to survive this. We are, actually. Okay. We're still kicking it. We're still kicking it. Let's go ahead and fire off another bone club. Do we at least clear the last shield, or do we just clear the stun fisk? Okay, they do use their final shield here, and with that, we are able to fire spin the Tontis. They're able to fire spin the stun fisk right on out of here and secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. And with that, we can go ahead and claim the rest of this rewards, which is a charge TM. It's always nice. And we got ourselves a swine nub. There we go. Swine nub has been caught as our day 3 reward. How strong are you? Oh my goodness, you're a 99%. I'm going to save you for later. Alright, and with that, let's go ahead and claim these rank awards, into which case we have made it to ace rank with a cool 2119 rating. And with that, we are now off to the races. We're in the final leg, the final stretch to making it to rank, to legend rank. Just gotta keep a steady pace, and hopefully all of our battles in the future go well. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. Alright, so that's how everything went for the night. Started out in Great League with a very solid 4 wins out of 5. Had a little bit of a rough patch on set number 2 in Ultra League with 1 win out of 5. Did surprisingly well in Master League on set number 3 with 4 wins out of 5. And then sets 4 and 5 were in Ultra League and Great League respectively, and both of them stayed consistent at 3 wins out of 5. So all in all, I'd say we've done really well to close out the last bit of Go Battle Days, or Go Battle Weekend. So yeah, very, very happy with how things ended out. All in all, it's been good. But yeah, I guess with all of that, that'll pretty much do it for this stream. It's a little bit on the shorter side, but it's already Monday, so we're beyond Go Battle Days, so I think it's a good place to call it. Thank you very much to all of you who tuned into this stream. Thank you very much to Remiel. Thank you very much for stopping by, hitting up the chat for a little bit. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, if you do want to check out any future streams that we have, you can always subscribe to us here on YouTube. We also do stream on Twitch, so you can always go and follow us there as well. Otherwise, if you do want to check out or have another way to see when our stream schedules, as well as check out our daily happenings, you can always follow us on our Twitter or Instagram at Voyaging Trainer. And lastly, for any streams that occur on Twitch, if you want to catch up on the VODs of those, you can always check all of those out on our sister channel, Voyage Archives. But yeah, with all of that, for the remaining schedule for this week, this coming Tuesday on both YouTube and Twitch, we'll be diving back into Metroid Dread. Finally coming back to that one after so long. Speaking of games that we've been meaning to come back to after so long, on Thursday, also on YouTube and Twitch, we'll be diving back on into Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Meant to do that last week, but I admittedly got caught up in some last minute late errands, so apologies on that one. But yeah, Thursday's gonna be Kirby and the Forgotten Lands on YouTube and Twitch, and then finally on Saturday over here on YouTube, we're going to be continuing and hopefully finishing Pokemon Sword. So our oldest, longest running game so far, going 3 years strong. I think almost going 4. No, it's about 3 years. 3 years. No, yeah, no, I think it's approaching 4. But yeah, our longest running game. Hopefully, we'll be able to make good progress, if not finish Pokemon Sword this coming Saturday. But yeah, that's ultimately the plan. Oh, I know that one will happen exclusively on YouTube, so look out for that one. But yeah, ultimately, with stream schedules aside, thank you once again for all of you who tuned into this stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.